Good morning, everybody. This is Travis Llewellyn with the Sun Belt Conference. We're going to go ahead and start today's call. As a reminder, this call is being recorded. At this time, I'd like to announce the players of the week. The offensive player of the week is a senior quarterback from Troy, Corey Robinson. The defensive player of the week is a junior linebacker from Texas State, David Mayow. And the special teams player of the week is a senior kicker from Troy, Will Scott. At this time, we're now joined with the head coach of Georgia State University, Trent Miles. If you have a question for Coach Miles, please dial *1 on your phone at this time. Coach, while we're waiting for questions to get in the queue, would you mind starting us off with an opening statement?
Very disappointed we lost our opening game, but saw a lot of good things from our young men. Got a lot of things to fix, especially in the special teams area. We got some points we got to make better, and from the quarterback position, can't give up a pick six for a touchdown, and can't give up the opening kickoff for a touchdown, and then give up 14 points and then lose by 10. So those are all fixable things. Our kids fought hard, and they were very disappointed. But at the same time, we saw the enemy, and the enemy is within. So if we can fix that, and learn how to win football games, we'll be fine.
Thank you very much, Coach. Our first questions come from Doug Robertson with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Please go ahead, Doug.
Hey, Coach, I got a few questions for you. I hope you're doing well today.
I'm doing absolutely fabulous today. Labor Day, started off with a good run at 6 in the morning and brought some food in for the staff, and doing great.
All right. First,
Doug, are you there?
I drove him right away.
are there? Can you hear me?
Yes, Doug. We can.
Yeah, you were cutting out.
Yeah. Are there any injuries coming out of last week?
Any injuries? No, not really. We just had, some bumps and bruises, some soreness, but nothing I think that's keeping anybody out that I can feel. I met with our trainer yesterday, and we seem in pretty good shape. Was there some surprise between last night and today?
Not sure if we lost Doug or if you had any follow-ups. Yes, Doug, are you there?
Yeah. This thing just keeps asking me for random codes.
Okay.
After reviewing film, Coach, what were some of the issues related to the running game?
A little bit different look from the defense. A little bit of struggle at the point of attack from our guys up front. And then, they were going to load the box up on us. And say, hey, we're not going to let you run. I mean, to be honest with you, when you go back and look, there was 8, 9 men up there, and they did not want to let us run the football, nor did we do a very good job of knocking them off the ball, and I thought that we missed some holes, to be honest with you. We can do a lot better running the ball from all aspects, Scheme-wise is okay. I wasn't concerned with the scheme. We've got to get movement up front, and our back's got to hit a hole.
Will there be any personnel changes as a result, or?
Well, we get Travis Evans back.
Okay.
So we're going to take a hard look at getting Travis in there and giving him some reps and, and go from there. Those would be that'd be the major change. And we're going to change our front. Our offensive line's not going to change.
Okay.
Our tight end position is not going to change. Not going to change any of the receivers.
Any word on Grant King?
No. I've heard a word about Grant King.
Okay.
I'm assuming the worst. I think we've already realized that's the way it's going to be. I really don't think there's going to be any change in the status.
Can I ask one more? Is that okay?
You can ask me as much as you want.
Okay, I didn't know if there was anybody else in the queue. Was there a consistent theme in the special team issues, lack of discipline or something like that?
We were bad. That was the thing. We were bad, man. I mean, we had some guys at the very beginning. I thought we had looked at putting some young guys in there, but we ended up right before putting some older dudes in there. And a couple of them didn't. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but a couple of them didn't play the way they should have played from an intensity standpoint. We missed a couple tackles. So we're going to revamp it with go back to the original idea of putting some young ones out there that's going to, go out there and throw those bodies around. But, you know, we had a really off day, I thought, from punting the ball. I thought he was trying to kill it. He looked like me golfing, hitting the tee shot. You know, they ended up going about 3 feet.
Right.
And, you know, we were hitting it. We were trying to swing for the fence with the punt. And the placement of the ball did not help us a couple times on the kickoff. I mean, we can't kick the ball right down the middle of the field. You know, we're a team that's trying to kick you into the corner to utilize the sideline as the 12th defender. And we had some situations where the coverage teams were stressed by where the ball was placed. You know, I mean, at this day and age, if you give a guy with some talent the ball in the middle of the field or have the whole field to work, you're asking for trouble. So it was a whole group deal. It wasn't just one guy here, one guy there. It was, you know, where the ball was being placed by the person kicking, by some of the guys going down to cover some of the things. Again, we were right on the first one, getting out of their lanes, you know, missing tackles. You know, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that first game, I thought they were, like, we gave up the one big return at the beginning of the game on kickoff, but we didn't give up a big one after that, even with bad placement of the ball. But I think some of that has to do with the fact we very seldom tackle live on special teams. We just don't do it because of injuries. You know, you can't take that chance. And then all of a sudden, so the first time you go down there in the very first game, you know, you got some guys that are playing that play on the offensive side to go down there and they don't make the tackle. We had a guy tackled for, you know, could have kept it within the 25-yard line and we missed the tackle. 2 guys. So a couple guys avoided the wrong way, ran out of their lanes, opened up a big gap, and you have a missed tackle and boom, bad result. So that'll all be fixed. The good thing, the positive thing, the negative thing is obviously we lost and had a huge deal with the loss, but positive things, that's all fixable. So we feel like we've got that corrected.
But why didn't Kyler Neal play at running back? Because he seemed to be good at finding the holes in the August practices.
Yeah, he did some things, but we got so much into throwing the ball with pass protection. You know, it's very difficult sometimes to put true freshmen in there with our pass protections to have to read blitzes and do different things and stand and protect. So that got, you know, we threw the ball 51 times. That was more of it.
Thank you very much, Doug, and thank you, Coach. That's all the time we have for you today. We do appreciate it.